Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, The Scent Obsessed Mom. My name is Lauren, and on this channel I love to talk about all things affordable women's fragrance, everything from perfumes to body mist, body care. If it smells good, I'm all about it. So if that sounds good to you, please consider subscribing. So in today's video, I am going to be comparing two holiday scents from Bath & Body Works. One that is an older scent that unfortunately was not brought back this year. It is a very loved scent, it seems, myself included. And then one that is a new fragrance this year in their holiday mini collection. So I've seen some opinions on this. Some people think that they smell nearly identical. Some people even think it might be a repackage. So yeah, I was kind of curious because I do have both of them in my collection. I picked them both up this year actually because I found a Mary Cookie mini on Mercari. So although this is discontinued, or at least they didn't bring it back this year, go check out Mercari, eBay, places like that. And a lot of times you can find these. I cannot tell you for sure what year this is. Maybe someone who is a Mary Cookie connoisseur who's been following this scent throughout the years can let me know. I actually don't recall having this in body care before. I know I had it in like a room spray, possibly a candle, and maybe like a hand soap. I can't remember for sure, but having not owned this before in body care, I'm not sure which year exactly this is. I want to say maybe a couple years ago, so not super old, but you can let me know in the comments if you know for sure. So this is the Mary Cookie. This is the new one that just came out in their holiday minis collection, along with some other scents. Warm butter cookie. Okay, so we are going to smell these side by side and see what we think. Is this a repackage? What do you think? If you've smelled them both, let me know in the comments what your opinion is. And if you do think they're different, which one's your favorite? Okay, so for the Mary Cookie, what's interesting is when you look on Fragrantica, sometimes their notes do not match what the actual original packaging said. The minis, as some of you may know, do not have the notes on them. So I had to look it up. Now, according to Mercari, they have a longer list of notes. They have like sugar, bourbon, vanilla, cupcake frosting, coconut, lemon. However, I looked elsewhere. I can't remember where I found it. And it said, oh, I know. I looked on the website because I believe they do still have the candle available on the Bath & Body Works website. I don't know if there's any other products available, but the notes on there said fresh baked cookies, sparkling sugar crystals, and rich vanilla. So we're going to spray this one first, and I have already sprayed so much stuff today, guys. Don't want to give myself a headache, so I'm going to actually spray this on paper right here. Again, this is the Mary Cookie. I remember really liking this scent and the other products that I had, which is why I decided I needed to pick up something in body care this year. Definitely glad I did. Yeah, oh. Yeah, I really enjoy this scent. Smells like cookies. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to spray this on skin now, but I'm gonna have to I just feel like you get such a better idea this way, but I'm gonna have to try to find a spot where I have not already sprayed something else. Okay, let's give it a second here. Yeah, definitely smells, I mean, it smells like fresh baked cookies to me. I think you get the sugar crystals. You get that rich vanilla in there. Yeah, it's just a yummy cookie scent. I love it for especially around Christmas and the holidays, even in the fall. I've really been craving gourmands lately. So the next one is the warm butter cookie. So this one, the notes are gooey sugar cookies, whipped buttercream, and powdered sugar. So similar type notes, not exact. So we'll see what we get from this one. I did get this in the body cream as well. I really enjoyed layering it. I did that the other night after my shower and really was enjoying it. Okay. It is very similar, I will tell you that. This one changes a little bit though, I feel like when it dries down. And it's happening fairly quickly, it seems like. Look at this in a second. I will say they are very similar. Like, unless you really know your scents and your scent notes and like you're really paying close attention, like if someone were to just like smell these two on you or like side by side, I don't know if I would tell the difference. Now, like I said, as this starts to dry down, I can definitely tell the difference. It's still good, but I feel like the first spray of the Mary cookie I like better than when it starts to dry down. It just doesn't smell as gourmand and cookie-like to me right now. It still smells good. Okay, let's try the other one again. I don't know. I feel like the warm butter cookie has a slight spiciness to it. And I don't know if there's I mean, cinnamon is not listed as a note or anything like that, but definitely smells cookie-like. It almost smells like there is just a touch of cinnamon in there. And I don't get that from the Mary cookie. Now, maybe this is older than I think it is, but I mean, body mists usually last a while. I mean, I don't know, 5, 6 years. I don't know what the shelf life is before the scent starts changing. Like I said, though, I was pretty sure this one was only a couple years old. So I'll be curious to see if anybody knows what year this was. I might have to go Google it again. I wouldn't think the scent had changed yet. Maybe it has. That might have something to do with it, because obviously this is a brand new product and this is not. Yeah, it's weird, but it just seems like this one is drying down into less of a cookie gourmand. It's not as strong as it's drying down. Again, it still smells good, but it's pretty light. And I'm not getting all of those, I'm not getting the same notes that I got. Obviously, as most fragrances dry down, it's not unusual for it to change a little bit, but I will say, like I said, I do like this one more on the first spray than I do after it dries down. This one's staying pretty strong on my arm, actually, more so than the Mary cookie. And again, I don't know if this has anything to do with the vintage or not. I don't know, and it's really hard for me to pick one that I necessarily like better. I would say for strength, I don't know longevity yet. I'm going to guess just because this one is drying down and it's already softening so much that this one might end up lasting longer. But that's not always the case. Sometimes I feel like I get a scent when I first spray it, it seems nice and strong, but then it doesn't last as long as I thought that it would. So I might have to report back as far as the longevity. I wouldn't say this is a beast by any means. I did layer it with the body cream, which helps, the other night. I usually shower early in the evening, and I would say it might have lasted me an hour or so before I just felt, not that it completely disappeared, but I just felt like I wasn't smelling it as much. Maybe that's just me again. But it is a fairly strong fragrance. I mean, and so yeah, I don't know that I can say that that's a repackage. I really don't. And I'm doing this all in front of you for the first time. I mean, I've smelled these, but side by side, you're getting my reactions in real time here. Yeah, to me, there's definite differences. I'm not getting the cinnamon-like vibe or the spicy vibe in the Mary cookie like I am in the warm butter cookie. And again, I realize cinnamon is not listed as a note in here, but it's almost like they took a little bit of the Cinnamon Spice Delight, and I just did a video as well comparing Cinnamon Spice Delight in this mini line to the cinnamon scent from the Milk Bar line. So if you're interested in that comparison, you can go check that out. But it's almost like there's just a hint of that Cinnamon Spice Delight scent in warm butter cookie. Does anyone else get that? Or is that, maybe it's just me? I don't know. But yeah, that one's staying nice and strong on my arm. I might have to try it again, and layering it with the body cream to see if I get a different effect as far as the longevity. I just remember it not lasting super long. It smelled nice and strong when I first put it on, but this one just seems like it's really softening quite a bit already. So I don't know how long this one will last. So I apologize. I did not test them, compare them for longevity yet. I guess the main purpose of this video is just, do I think it's a repackage or not? Because I saw a lot of people kind of debating that. In my opinion, this is not a repackage. And again, I don't know if, the vintage of these products has anything to do with it. I know sometimes they can change slightly over time, but to my nose, these are not the same. There's similarities and they're both cookie scents, but not the same in my opinion. I would say, surprisingly, and I still really like Mary Cookie. Do not get me wrong. This is a very good scent, and I would love to see them bring it back in body care. I guess it kind of just depends what you're looking for. If you want a slightly spicier, stronger cookie scent, maybe go with this one. Does have a little bit of a buttery quality to it. Let me just respray Mary Cookie again to be sure. Yeah, and this you get much more of the cookie and the sugariness in the rich vanilla, like I said, in like the first spray or so, but then when it dries down, it's just not as strong and you lose some of those notes. So yeah, hopefully this has helped you at least a little bit. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, I'm curious. If you smelled both of these, do you think it's a repackage? Also, do you know what year this is? Was this just a couple of years ago? I think it was. I don't think it's super old. Yeah, and do you have a favorite between the two? I'm curious about that too. I have to say, they're just different to me. I have to say that as far as like the strength and like the strength of the gourmandness and the cookiness of it, I would have to go with this one. But I really do still like this scent. I'm just a little concerned that maybe it's not going to last super long because it is drying down and softening much more rapidly than this one, if that makes sense. So I'll have to report back on that. But yeah, overall scent, as far as my preference, I like them both. It might just depend, what you're looking for as far as strength and longevity, and you want some of that spiciness in there or not. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more insight into these two fragrances. Personally, I do not think it's a repackage. What are your thoughts? So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.